Next up on Nick at Night, Weeknight there with Muller, and then a couple of random shows that Nick at Night happens to get for no apparent reason whatsoever. Or for some reason, I don't know what. But just stay glued to Nick at Night, will you please? Thank you. I've always wanted to late night talk shows. That's crazy. And a lot of fun. Welcome to Weeknight Update. I'm Ellie calling you what's on my price office. Let's go. First off, once again, Baby Lamb Creations, thanks for composing that theme song for me. I like it better than the old one that someone else gave me. Nice. Also, Shoutout Spotlight winner, Specs by Ken. Always great work with his fan edits. Alex K, great animations. He made the Tarbate List intro and the intro for the August Time segment. If you are 18 with this podcast, his rants and discussions and whatnot, Golden Fighter, always great work with this fan edits. You know, Crispy Chris and CC Wind, always random, always crazy, but he's very good. And Lex Books, again, he is a gamer through and through, although he likes to take breaks from time to time. Don't ask me why, but that's how it is. Now, let's see what's up with Nathan Kress, the guy who wants to go back to the old days. Hey, we don't have a time machine, man. He's back on TV with the iCarly reboot, and let's just say there will be 100% different. It will be 100% different. What does that mean exactly? It means they will get canceled very quickly. Very quickly. And here's a classic story. He signed an autograph for a fan extremely late. I mean, really late. How late did he sign it? 5 years. I know. He needs help. And a clock. And trust me, if Craig Kilborn was still doing the Daily Show or a late night talk show, he would have totally made that joke. Without a doubt. I mean, without a shadow of a doubt. MP, Pink Cat, time for the top 8. Let's do this thing. Let's go. Okay, what's the category? Tonight's category is an interesting one. Top 8 questions that Nathan Kress asks himself every day. Number 8, do I look like Conan O'Brien? Number 7, could I have made the iCarly reboot? Number 6, where are my checks? Number 5, should I have gotten my own show on Nickelodeon? Number 4, should I replace Conan O'Brien on TBS? Number 3, what did I do to myself? Number 2, wipe my shoes. And number 1, is anybody talking about me on YouTube? Wait, we're talking about him on YouTube? Yeah, but I don't know if he's actually watching this. How do you know? Well, let's be honest. The only time that he was on YouTube was to do that random thing about iCarly. Facts. Boys, thank you. Up right back. The kids still call it the Weeknight Update thing. There it is. Your Wow of the Night.
Nathan Kress is guest starring on our Sam and Cat special. He's in the middle of an interview in the next dressing room over. I'm gonna interrupt him.
I love classics, so does she.
We're both crazy about good TV. We have so much in common.
We're crazy about Nick at Night.
like to show you another terrific reason to buy your new carpeting from Empire. This is the new push-button telephone we're offering free with any carpet purchase during Empire's 25th anniversary celebration. So now you get good carpeting from $6.95 a yard installed with padding. You get delivery in 72 hours. You get a credit plan with no installment payment for 60 days. And you get a free telephone with any order. So call us right now. 588-2300 Empire. I got one for you, Ma.
What's gotten the boys? Yes! Ed, how you doing tonight, mate? I'm doing alright. How about yourself? I'm doing alright. You know, I gotta talk to you about that opening sequence to your show real quick. Okay, what about it? Well, in the past, you have featured a 20-second opening title sequence that, let's be honest, makes it look like a real late night show, right? Yeah. Well, last night I saw the show and you did a cold opening to the intro. You know, kind of like Barbara Walters did on the old View program. Oh, you mean that round table discussion program with a lot of women just talking about random topics and things like that? Yep. Okay, yeah, that's basically what I did. Why? To further prove my point, once again, that this show is not like any other late night show. Good point. Good point. All right. Now we got that out of the way. Let's have some talking time, huh? Let's talk about it. Let's get this over with.
Let's talk about it.
1808 BBC before your comment, all the chickens and lickens came together and they commenced talking time for the first time. 808, 804 in the AM, PM, morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, all times of the day. And I believe Shakespeare has quoted them in one of his final plays, which didn't come out, but it should have. Talking time, English, Spanish, or even French. Talking time, the only cure for sadness. Although, let's be honest, he probably would have worded some other things differently. Whatever. Tonight we're talking about Nathan Kress. Why? Well, let's see. He was the star of iCarly. He guest starred on an episode of Sam Character with the reunion, and oh, I forgot this. He's doing an iCarly reboot on Paramount Plus with Jerry Traynor and the always eager for money star Miranda Cosgrove. In addition to that, Jay Cogan will develop the series and executive produce. On a much more serious note, Darren Schneider is in his room crying in front of his own pillows. Now, this is pretty weird. Okay, let me tell you why. Because the original iCarly was on Nickelodeon, on TV. This one is going to be on Paramount Plus, and Paramount Plus only. What does that mean? That means that nobody will care. And I'm serious, right? Even if more people do go over to that streaming service, the streaming service does not release the ratings at all. Neither does HBO Max, Netflix, or Amazon Prime Video or Hulu. Actually, Amazon Prime Video might be the only exception to the rule because, let's be honest, Amazon always releases, how many people have watched the show, how many people have yet to watch the show, and things like that. But other than that, they never watch the show. Alright? They never keep an eye on those things. Don't ask me why, it's basically what they do. Alright? And Nathan Kress is practically out of his mind for doing that, considering the fact that, once you have done an old TV show, you can't go back to it. That's like saying, oh, I was a huge television star and things like that. And everything will be alright. And then all of a sudden, boom! You're successful, and then things went down the toilet. Makes no sense. Another thing that doesn't make sense, and I'm surprised that nobody has brought this up until now, is the fact that several years ago, Nathan Kress signed an autograph for a fan. But here's the thing, alright? He was 5 years late. Alright? Here's the thing, okay? A person by the name of Tay, right, asked for an autograph of Nathan Kress. After the iCarly finale had aired, right? He said, alright, I'll do it. But here's the thing, right? It was for a class back in the 6th grade. Alright? Here's the thing, right? 5 years later, he sent the autograph back, saying that he never received it until 2017. And he said, better late than never, right? Then people said, better late than never, right? Actually, sometimes if you're late, it's like saying you didn't really do anything at all. Alright? Just think about it. Just another, a tip from yours truly to all of you out there. Long story short, you know what? He even included a note saying, hey Tay, I am so sorry that this took so long. I just found it after all this time. Hopefully it still finds its way to you. Signed, of course, simply Nate. Then Kress saw the tweet and responded, this makes me so happy. Can't believe it made it. Sorry again for the ridiculous delay. Nice guy, of course. Only problem is, again, he was still very late. And like I said, just doesn't make any sense. But, and again, that's just my opinion. That could be wrong. But, and again, that could also be right. Well, that is it for tonight's extravaganza, whatever this happens to be. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you back here again tomorrow night, alright? That's news. And I'm out, skis. Farewell, bye, farewell. Breaking news. I know that last night I told you that Rocky Ball 10 was going to make an appearance on Friday night's program. Turns out that it's not the case because he's been dealing with problems with social media. And he currently took a break from Twitter. Hopefully he'll get everything ironed out in the future, but, for now, his segment on Weeknight won't be happening. Sometimes these things don't work out, but we still got other things in the works, so please stay tuned, alright? Alright, have a nice night. It's news. Once again, I'm out.
I love classics, so does she.
We're both crazy about good TV. We have so much in common.
We're crazy about Nick at Night.